Hello everyone, and welcome to the new niche update, playing with Epigenetics. And I know so many of you guys have been bouncing off the walls knowing that this has finally arrived, because not only is this going to change the way you can mutate genes by using epigenetics, which means genetics that change based off of the pressures of the surrounding environment, which is going to be a lot of fun. And that's just like very casually phrasing that, by the way. Definitely look up these terms and feel free to share better definitions in the comment section below. Remember, we have an audience that also includes a lot of younger members, so try to keep things really simple when you're explaining it, but totally a cool genetic thing to look into if you're really into epigenetics. Really a fascinating subject, but it is that update, and there are many hidden things within. Keep in mind, guys, because this is not the official update for the epigenetics update, and it also includes some other fun things that hopefully we'll see. This is not going to be our official tribe. This is going to be one of our test tribes that we will play with until the official update releases next week. The reason we're doing that is that there's already a ton of bugs in this edition. You can read all of the people reporting the bugs on the Steam discussion page. You can read the warnings from the official developers on the Steam discussion page. So we're not going to create a permanent tribe like the Yukir within this particular version, but next week when it updates again, we will be starting fresh with a brand new tribe and their adventures. So without further ado, let's go ahead. We are going to create a new game, and this is going to be our, let's call them the Appear. The little up here tribe. Let's see, up here. There we go. Well, up here. There we go. There. Up here. There we go. All right, so that's going to be them, and we are going to create this tribe and test out. I'm so excited about that because, oh my goodness, there's some really surprising changes. Holy moly, like the grass. Oh my gosh, look at the new grass. What? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to think about this. It's thick again, so it's hard to see through grass again. It looks like it's easier to see when it's around your creatures though, so that's a good balance. The dirt has changed, the grass on top has changed, and the nest has changed. It's so tiny and golden. I kind of miss the little tree trunk though, but we'll have to see. Maybe there's more tree trunks that we can find out. Look at the plants! Oh, they're so pretty, and the rocks are so pretty. Okay, I like that. Definitely some texture changes. I have heard be careful about going to the flower port when you are playing on this version though. Apparently there can be a lot of crashing and a lot of issues that you might experience if you go this route. Also, is it just me or is there another new tone to the music? Yeah! I think I hear some new music mixed in. Oh my gosh, that's more distracting than I thought it would be. Sorry about that. So that caught me off guard as well. But let's see what else we have in here. So you guys may notice mutation menu. Mutation menu is missing for one thing, so that's very interesting. But let's see what our little test Adam and Eve look like. We have our, oh, look at this. This is also new too. Whoa, hang on. So I think what you have to do now is you have to like unlock the different genes. So water body, does she have water body? Or are these, oh my, like, okay, hang on. So this is now the menu where you can see how to unlock some of the genes that Eve might be able to pass on, I think. And then this is the menu of Eve's actual genes, which include high fertility. Huzzah, that's really good. And then she has immunity A and B. She has digger paw, runner leg, big body, spiky body, recessive. So I guess some of the things that she could potentially pass on, warning dots is over here, gene base, dots and toxic body, expression increased by receiving attacks will affect that. Oh, this is so interesting. So again, epigenetics is when you have genetics that will kind of, again, this is really just paraphrasing to try to keep it simple for the younger members of our audience. But when there's external pressures around your group, then some genes are going to survive more than others. Dang it. Like, I'm going to have to look up a really good way to explain it because I'm thinking we have a lot of really young members. But basically, when you go in certain areas, like if you're a really good fisher, then you're probably gonna like have more babies than people who aren't a good fisher. And maybe you have just slightly longer claws that make fishing a little easier, or webbed feet that make fishing a little bit easier. And so those traits might get passed on to your kids, and they also get to fish easier. And that's kind of the idea of how it works. And in niche, and again, that's really like poorly explained, but it's hard to explain it to a lot of our younger members. And in niche, it looks like random expression increased by random chance, expression increased for getting dots unlocked by spending time in the jungle, and if you hide, then you have expression chance increased from hiding. That's so interesting. All right, well, I need to stop babbling, and we're gonna go ahead. So if I step in here and like just stay in the grasses. Oh wait, I need to mate. Let's work on that first. Okay, we're gonna mate with her first, and then we're gonna go ahead. Oh, and there's new sounds for collecting the berries. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and have some kids, and I can no longer play with the mutation menu. That is so weird to me. Okay, oh, we had a little girl. Look at her. A little sissy who was actually born with the spiky body, which is very interesting because her mom only had an active spiky body, but spiky body has proven to be a really powerful gene. It shows up quite often. What is this? There's new berries. Oh my gosh, Eve. Oh my gosh. Can we eat these? No, they're toxic. Eve, I just poisoned Eve. What have I done? What have I done? Oh my golly gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. I have just like started us off on a really bad foot with our little test tribe here. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's see what I can do. Can I dig? A low chance to succeed because of low digging ability. What? The digging ability has changed too? Guys, this is going to make things so much more complicated. All right, so do we have any digging ability? Oh, all of the creatures can dig now. Oh my gosh, and poison resistance. So we're resistant to poison. So does that mean that our Adam can actually come over here and he can eat the berries even though Eve can't? You guys, this is gonna be so cool. There's so much more than just the epigenetics for sure. All right, let's see what we can do now. Let's have, no, Eve. I'm gonna lose Eve because of that. Oh my gosh. All right, let's have little sissy scooch over. Adam and Eve are gonna need to have more kids before Eve dies now. So let's have her eat some of the normal berries. Adam can finish eating the berries off of this little bush of doom. Look at that. And it looks like, okay, so they go like dark when you can't eat them. So I'm gonna have to remember that. I can't believe I've already almost killed our Eve. That's terrible. All right, let's see what else we can find. So we have Sissy and we have Raris. We won't be naming these ones because they're our test tribe. And I want to see, how could I unlock some of these things? So hind legs, spending time in savanna, desert, swamp, grasslands, progression. So you can see there's been some progression. We're 30% progressed on the hind legs. Derp snout, water body can be unlocked, spiky body can be unlocked. Let's see. And fishing can unlock fishing tail. Hiding can unlock stripes, and we're 10% progressed in that, which is interesting. We have dots. Claw can be unlocked by performing attacks. And then crippled paw, let's see, and by digging, then we can actually try to increase our ability to get digger paw. How's that going to affect the children we have? This changes everything. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a feeling, like, what if I take Adam? Well, I guess I need to bring him over here for Eve to breed with before she dies. So, oh, and there we go. So she had enough to be able to make a little nest. Sorry if I seem distracted. There's just so much new stuff. It's a lot to kind of get your head around. All right, and I just tried digging again. So did that increase our dig ability, or is the dig ability increased independently? Let's check. Oh my gosh, and we have toxic body. Like, they're so interesting. There's so many different genes that they might possibly pass on. And Raris already, I think, has digger paw. Yeah, she does. So now she's also warmed up by being close to her pack. And she could pass on. Oh, and now we don't have like the antlers. Just, this is gonna be so weird after having the mutation menu for so long. Switching to this instead. Oh gosh, this will be fun. All right, so still all females, and we have little Meme, who has been born with more spiky body, like her sisters. We'll have Sissy scooch over here to maybe try hiding in the grass and finding new things. Raris can go with her. Eve's gonna scooch down here and we'll have her mate with Adam, because I feel so bad that we have accidentally almost killed Eve. There we go. We'll gather up some new nesting material. Interesting. Another little girl, this time Siko with blue eyes. So there's just a random chance she could express some of these things. I'm so confused by it so far, but the only way we're gonna figure it out is by just watching it. So can you crack anything? All right, let's get somebody over to our tree and see if you can crack anything. Sissy, why don't you go ahead and gather up those berries, and then we'll move the baby, and then we'll move Eve over here. She and Adam can go ahead and become expectant with another child. And I'll move Adam over here so he can eat those poison berries. We'll have you eat the not poison berries. Lots of little girls. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, twins! Holidays! We got twins! Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So we already ended up with a set of twins over here. Rodukir and Kosira, who are really closely related twins. Look at them. They're almost identical. And they have antlers. This is so interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out how the heck this works. Huh. And then there's no progression. And then crippled paw. We've made progress on crippled paw somehow. And then velvet paw, the gene base requires runner's leg. So I guess you can only unlock it if you have runner's leg and you move around in the jungle, and that unlocks it. This is so interesting. Random chance unlocks a lot of these. Spiky body. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gonna twist my head around a little bit and require a little bit of playing with to understand fully. All right, little meme, why don't you come this way? We'll have Adam and Eve go ahead and get ready for another child. Siko will go this way. We'll gather up some berries from here. We'll gather up some berries from here and clear out the grass. It's really, I actually like the color of the grass. I wasn't certain about it because I really got used to the old style of the grass. But this, I think I could live with. It's very pretty. I like how... Oh, wow. And it's so cloudy now that it's raining. And you can see there... I feel like the lighting for what your tribe can see and what your tribe can't see outside of their territory is a lot more balanced now, too. It really drives you to try to have scouts and to try to adventure out a little bit more. Let's go ahead and move the twins around. We're going to move little Siko. And she does have digger paw, doesn't she? No, she doesn't, but her sister does. So her sister can dig this root up, no problem. And Siko will scooch over here, and we'll get the twins moving about. So at least we have a male now. So I wonder what else. I know that actually... Okay, and I'm sitting on top of this secret because I want to try to find it and share it with you guys. But you guys probably know by now, you can actually breed with the carnivores using a super special technique of inviting a carnivore baby into your tribe now. And I don't know if they're going to change that. I hear that they are thinking about possibly changing that. Yes, and we just found a mole to eat. I hear that there's rumor that they may like alter how that's done, but I just thought that was really interesting. Oh, and our nest needs repaired already. Eve is still pretty sick, so let's have her scooch over here, and let's see if I can get Adam over to her side so that they can breed. Oh no, the breeding didn't work? All right, thank goodness it did then. And I may need to start having some of our little ones breed. This is going to be really interesting to see how the family's genes are affected. Have we unlocked anything? Maybe what we should do is we should try to focus on maybe unlocking digger paw. And I guess you do that by having... Okay, if I dig right here... Okay, that got us 20%. That got us 30% and a root. So we're about 30% of the way to being able to use digger's paw. Oh, and there's a really... Ah, dang it. The mole got away from us. And then Rokuk here can find a root right there. So yeah, there's a lot of new stuff to find out. This is so cool. So we managed to snag ourselves a little bit of mole meat over here. And then let's see what else we've got going on. And actually, the music and the new color of the grass is definitely growing on me. All right. Another set of twins! And they're identical baby boys! That is so cool! All right, so that's definitely a good thing. We should hopefully be able to have our little tribe survive. Definitely need to help them. I like how the light shines, and I like the shadows on the grass. We definitely need to help everybody move around a little bit better and be able to see what's around them. So we'll scooch everybody around in just a second. But I really actually love the shadows where you can see that this is area that our tribe can see within. So now we can see through the thick grass. We don't have to get rid of it. But on the areas that are around the periphery, we can see it because the grass is lit up, but as compared to the grass that's dark over here, but we can't see through it because somebody's not standing near it. I really like that. That's a much better balance than when the grass was thick last time and you couldn't see through it at all if your tribe like didn't remove the grasses. So this is much better balance and more incentive to try leaving some of this tall grass, and maybe we could see if we can unlock that stripe body. Let's see, from hiding, like Adam has progressed the stripes 30 because he's hiding. His digging paw is only progressed by 10 though, so I guess you have to find someone who has tried digging and they don't have digger's paw, and that will like increase the chance of them having a child with digger's paw or something. This is going to be a lot of fun to try to like untangle because it's a little bit confusing right now, but I have a feeling it'll be fun once we unravel it. Also, I feel like Eve is living a long time for somebody who took like a really bad poisoning. All right, and Siko's hot. What? She's a little bit overheated. Where can I read about her traits for that? So she's currently hiding. She already has stripes, so I don't think that's going to help us with unlocking anything to do with stripes. And let me see. So I guess her body, it doesn't mention, I guess she's just under the sun, so she's a little bit overheated. That's so interesting. Can I send her down to the beach? And oh no, the water's not shallow enough to splash around in. That was what I was going to try to do. And Coursera, can she unlock? She can't unlock stripes. So it's going to really start making it where every single creature's actions and their reactions, what they do, what they spend their life doing, is going to affect what genes they can pass on. And that means that each creature is going to be a lot more precious individually for trying to unlock and pass on genes than before, where it was just kind of like, oh, you kind of have that. So like you've got these genes, so that's all we care about. And I think that's going to be really fun, but that's going to make it really challenging. And it's probably going to make it a lot more of an incentive to try to work individually with small tribes versus having just gigantic tribes just for the sake of it. All right, so little Meme has worked her way over here. She does not have cracker jaw. She does not have nimble fingers, which are the things that traditionally have helped us to unlock nuts, like break them open. But she does have a low chance to succeed because she has at least some cracking ability. It's not non-existent like before. However, does she have any? She does have access to cracker jaw, and she can try unlocking that by expression increased by performing crack. So let's try to crack this open. It didn't work, but we gained progress towards getting cracker jaw. So the environment affecting what genes might want to make themselves appear and really help us out. And again, I am going to have to look up a much better definition of epigenetics to really explain it to you guys, because you guys deserve a really good definition, but it is just really cool. All right, let's see. And definitely something I encourage you guys to look up on your own. So now look at the lighting now that it is rainy. This is beautiful. All right, Eve, let's see if we can get you to have maybe no more kids. This may be enough kids. There's plenty going on. And then, oh, look over here. 100% progress on spit snout. What? On short snout, I mean. And 100% progress on hind legs. Does that mean those are always the things that he'll have? I don't know. And then what about over here on Eve? Has she progressed on anything? That's so interesting. I have no way to tell. I think she's about to pass away, so we're just going to kind of leave her there. And has Adam passed on his poison resistance to any of his children? How did he have poison resistance? From poison fangs. Oh, so I don't think he would have passed that on to any of his kids. How can his kids unlock poison fangs? Are there any who can? There's a lot who can get cracker jaw if we send them over to work on cracking things open. Are there any who could work? Like over here, we have performed collect enough that nimble fingers from Cece is something that we've made progress on. And over here, we've done the same thing with Riveris. That's so interesting. All right, and Siko, Seiko just met someone new. Oh, a new male. Oh my gosh, Tavarkan. And he's got stinky tail, and if you collect stinky fruit, then you can help express the stinky tail and unlock it. Oh, it's gonna be so complicated trying to figure out what to do with these. But let's go ahead. We're gonna offer some food to join our tribe, and then we're gonna see. Can you dig this up, little buddy? Come on, there we go. All right, he brought at least one root that we can add to the family, and he has progressed on getting some digging paw experience. So I wonder if Seiko could get some digging paw experience, maybe breed with Tavarkan. They're not a good immunity match though. This is gonna make everything so much more complicated, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. Oh yeah, so we managed to crack open that nut. Oh, and there's more poisonous nuts or poisonous fruits over here. Unfortunately, once we lose Adam, none of his kids will be able to break those or to use those. And we do have recessives though, so we don't just have to rely on whatever is going on in this like expressed mutation menu. We do have the recessive genes, so Kuduk may very well pass on his ability. Let's see, we have enough creatures that we should be able to line somebody up. All right, like Ravanda, let's see, here we go. Like Raris also has poison fangs, so now we just need one of her brothers we can breed her with, who would be a safe one to breed with. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a mess. All right, well, let's keep poking around. Let's see what happens if we keep yanking at different things. And we do need to definitely start moving some creatures around where we can get more food, because this is a rather large tribe for not being able to pull in tons and tons of food. Here's some food. And maybe this safe little island will give us a chance to start learning what the heck we're doing so that we can make a little bit of progress with these genes, because this is very interesting. All right, Tavarkan. You can, oh my gosh, and here's another new one. So here's another new male coming to enjoy life with us. And he's almost infertile, but let's see, does he have anything good? He does have a nice big nose. And he has normal eyesight. Oh, and he's got a lot of fishing. So he could actually catch a lot of fish. Let's go ahead and invite him into the tribe. And what are his immunity genes? B and G. Or excuse me, B and H. So he might make an okay mate for some of our females, but wow, this is going to be a little interesting. Let's see, can I kick the tree and then try cracking open that nut again? And we chewed on it a little more. We have made 30% progress to 1 slot for the cracker jaw. Exactly what that means, who knows? But we might be able to find out if we keep poking at it and just working from there. So let's see, Seiko, she can come over here. She can help out with these. We have gotten nimble fingers with a lot of our, yeah, and she's almost got nimble fingers, and now he's almost got nimble fingers. Yeah, we're just gonna have to play with it, guys. We're just gonna have to play with it and see what happens as we do. All right, and Adam's gonna help us out by eating these poisonous berries. Eve's going to spend her final day eating all these berries. And let's see, there's one more. Do we have any? Oh, there's a lot of bushes over here. All right, let's start sending the kids out. They need to start helping to collect so that we have enough food to be able to feed everybody, because we had a lot of children. All right, there we go. These kids are working. And then the best way, oh, and we found one of the regrowing grass spots. That's kind of cute. The way it's sort of like a little ring of grass. And then the best way I've always found to get used to the new updates, goodbye Eve, is to just dive in and start playing with them and kind of trying to work from there. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, so Seiko is still working on that nimble fingers. She is trying to, I wonder if you can get nimble fingers. Let's try to crack this open again. All right, we cracked that, so we've made 60% progress. And we can also try digging to earn digger's paw progress. Yeah, that's going to be very, very, very interesting now that things have changed, so that it's more important to look at what your individual creatures are doing to earn and pass on their genes. All right, we can dig up a little root over there. And then Tavarkan now has 100% digger's paw. So if we breed him with one of the females in the area who also has digger's paw, let's see, and he's got H and A, so I just need a female who doesn't have those. Let's see, B and G, that's a male. And then over here, B and G, there we go. So rarest, and she does have digger's paw. So I don't know if she's a good example to use, but we'll jump over there and try breeding with her. And then maybe we'll end up with a child that has digger's paw. But I don't know how that would work. We'll have to see if like that would unlock another slot for the child. Because I think what you have to do is each generation also can only contribute so much. Your genes don't just change from one generation to the next just because of the external influences on the parents. They change usually pretty slowly over a long period of time based off of who gets to pass on their genetics. So survive long enough to pass on your genetics. That's the whole point. And with Tavarkhan, he has one of these 3 slots unlocked. And I think what you have to do is fill up each of the 3 slots. But you can only do 1 slot per generation. So it's going to be 3 generations before Digger's Paw is 100% unlocked for us. For all time? Or maybe just for that child? But what does it matter if you already had Digger's Paw? Yeah, see what I mean? This is going to take me a little while to play through. I'm glad that we're trying it out now instead of just trying to go 100% from a brand new tribe. So I'm really glad that we have our little test tribe, but this is our little test tribe. So even though it sounds so cruel, try not to get too terribly attached, guys, because we will be moving on from them when the stable version hits next week, because the stable version is going to come out sometime next week. You always want to read through the developer notes if you're trying to figure out what's going on in the world, like in the niche world, what's happening, if we're going to be able to see some new updates soon or not. You want to read through the community notes. Oh, maybe we can destroy that. Cool. So if you destroy the poison berry bush, you can still get some food though. It doesn't look like it leaves behind a little sapling to grow back. We'll have to remember that. So that's useful for us now, so we don't accidentally eat the poison. But that may not be so useful for us if we wanted to keep him around, because you know Adam can eat those. So we'll send Adam down here. There's another poison berry bush that he can eat off of with his son right here. And Navanku has almost unlocked the nimble fingers. So yeah, we'll play around with this. This may be completely like rewritten and redone. This is not the stable version. There's a lot of bugs. There's going to be a new version coming out next week that is the stable version. That's why I haven't like very, very proactively decided to make, let's try it. Well, we can try to unlock more. No, see, we already have unlocked Digger's Paw as much as we can. So there's no point in getting him to perform even more unless we're just desperate for food and trying to get food that way. Noted. So yeah, I will be making an actual tribe that we'll be sticking with for the long haul as usual, but it's going to be next week because this could all get rewritten and the code may not even work and the whole file will just become buggy before then. So just use caution if you are trying to play in this version before there's a stable internal branch update, because you could lose everything, and I just want to warn you guys of that so that you're aware this is meant to find bugs to report to. This is not meant for stable play. No, we have a blind child! Why? Oh my gosh, we have a blind child who doesn't even have Digger's Paw and doesn't even have, and their digging paw is just like 0% progressed. So what does it mean to have digging paw 100% progressed and yet your child doesn't even have it? What does it mean to have nimble fingers 100% progressed and yet like your child has it? But I don't understand. I just need to keep playing and then maybe eventually everything will start making sense. All right, let's keep clearing these away. So I guess we'll try having another kid. Whoops. We'll try having another kid with these two and we'll see what kind of child they produce. All right, so she's expecting. She's nice and happy. And we can send him over here and he can help out with this berry bush. So let's see. They have spiky-bodied children. And she is short-sighted with blind eye recessive. He also has blind eye recessive. And we can no longer just come over and put normal eyesight into our mutation menu. I kind of feel like rather than taking the mutation menu 100% away, maybe a blend of the two. Oh, there's another nest. Maybe a blend of the two concepts would help me out a little bit more, at least at this phase of understanding how things work. Because then we could Let's see. Can I get the small? Dang it. Because then what we could do is we could still have our creatures have to unlock certain genes, but we wouldn't be 100% in the dark like this. Oh no, and we got a little leech on us. Sister, someone help. Okay, how can I get over here? All right, let's get up here. There we go. And then we'll try to crack open that nut, and then our sister can remove the leech. Thank goodness. All right, so, and how's she going on getting towards unlocking Cracker Jaw? So we're making progress on unlocking that, but what does it mean to unlock it? What does it mean to get a little yellow icon? I may have to reread the dev notes to try to understand things a little bit better too. But we'll have to see. Oh, we had twins! All right, so what do we have over here? Aha! Aha ha ha! This is what I thought we would start ending up with, guys. So as you see here, these guys already have progress towards Digger's Paw because they've got the little green note. So what I think happens here is we will have them get a yellow note on their nimble fingers and Digging Paw, and then they have to have their kids get the yellow note, and then it's like 100% completely cleared, and then maybe after that we get to pick it. So we're gonna continue to try out experimenting with this and seeing where the heck this family gets to go and how many blind daughters we're going to end up with before this is over. I really kind of like his little antlers, though. It looks like they're the same color as the nest. Maybe they have started collecting the antlers of their ancestors. Like, you know, Eve had antlers. Maybe they gathered her antlers and they like keep them as mementos in the nest to remember their ancestors. So I have a feeling that my little test tribe, the Apir tribe, is going to end up getting their own little story if I keep this up. But we're gonna see what kind of progress we can make testing out Digging Paw, Nimble Fingers, and moving things around down here next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.